Hi, I'm Sandy Martin's toner, and I'm here to talk to you today about how to close a deal with prospective leads that you are working with. I know how daunting it can be, but I just want you to know that with practice, patience, and perseverance, you can do this. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. Jeunesse Global is the first MLM company I have ever worked for. I do treat this as a business. I am known as a self-starter. I'm very motivated and driven to succeed. I am a published author, so public speaking comes very, very naturally to me. And I'm a mother and a wife, and I also work for BC Courts as a transcriber and a scoper. I've been with Jeunesse Global for a little over 2 months now, and in those 2 months I have signed up below me 60 active members. Everyone is either a distributor, an executive. I have a few jades, pearl, almost at sapphire, and I have reached sapphire executives level in just a little over 2 months. I've also won the $3,000 US incentive bonus for the Shoot for Sapphire that was held for January 2015, and I have just won the $6,000 US incentive bonus for the Shoot for Sapphire for March 2015, and that is still ongoing. Today is March 1st. And I'm also starting to branch out into the UK, building my team out there and hoping to continue to reach out across the globe and perhaps into other parts of the United States and Asia as well. So the great thing about MLM is that you need to think outside your own social circle. The world does not stop here. You have the world at your fingertips. So social media is your friend. And with this webinar, Kat and myself are going to hopefully give you some great tips, some great resources, and we're hoping to make this a little easier for you. So sit back, relax, and enjoy our webinar.
Hi Jeunesse family, I'm Kat Golovchenko, Executive Jeunesse Distributor. Let me tell you a little bit more about myself. For the past 10 years, I've owned and operated my own freelance web and graphic design company. My studies have included web and graphic design, human resources, business management, marketing, and occupational health and safety. I have 2 beautiful baby girls, and I've been married since 2011. My Jeunesse experience began at the beginning of this year, 2015, where I was really looking for some products that would restore and reinvigorate my skin. After the birth of my daughter, my skin was just looking haggard and tired. I'd lost the youthful glow and really needed to bring that back. A good friend of mine introduced me to the Luminous lineup, and I absolutely fell in love. I asked her what else was available. She introduced me to the entire lineup, and I just haven't looked back since. These products really are amazing and life-changing. Since then, I have 7 wonderful people underneath me. A few of them have gone executive. I have one in the UK. I have one in Asia. I've become an integral part of my sponsor's team. I help her with leadership responsibilities and duties. And my goals for this year are to continue to dominate the world. I would like somebody in every single market if that's possible, and it really is. With perseverance and hard work and motivation, you too can do this. We've decided to make this wonderful webinar for you that's really going to show you how to turn your prospects into distributors, and we really hope that you find some valuable tips.
There are a few things that I want to discuss with you about, personal tips for success. Confidence is most certainly something that you can, some people just have it, and some people really have to work to be confident. But it really does make a huge difference when you are dealing with prospective leads on the telephone, or even in person, that you're confident, that you have an ability to talk about Jeunesse Global and all of its products efficiently, the ability to feel comfortable talking to strangers without hesitation. You need to be able to connect with someone on a personal level. I know that when I'm on the phone with someone, that's the first thing I try and do, is to have a connection with that person, because that's going to make the absolute difference when dealing with prospective leads. You know, relatability, find a commonality between you and that person. Use your interpersonal communications. Smile when you're talking to them on the phone. They can hear that in your voice, and it makes a huge difference. You have to get out of your comfort zone, whether that means meeting someone for coffee somewhere, going to their home. Those are all ways of connecting, engaging, drawing that person in. And let them see your passion. It's really important that you show them how great you're doing, how much you love the company, that you know what you're talking about, know about our company's policies and procedures, know what's in our agreements, educate yourself on all of the things that are important, and then you can anticipate those questions and not be nervous about being asked a question that you don't know the answer to. So again, you know, engage that person, really try to connect with them, know the products, know Jeunesse's comp plan, know all of the tools that you can then give them in order for them to succeed, should they want to sign up with you. And take these people to events that are happening locally around you, because it really motivates them when they see other people just like you succeeding, and they want to be a part of that. When they see that, they want to succeed as well. Talk about our incentives that Jeunesse Global puts on. There's always something going on that you know, will drive you to succeed. I know the Shoot for Sapphires and the trips that they put out there, those really motivate me to want to succeed and to draw people in. So I like to tell them about those incentives that we have. Love what you're doing. If you don't love what you're doing, you're not going to get very far. I am so passionate about Jeunesse Global and what I'm doing and my success. And I think that when I talk to them about how great it is and how much fun I'm having, I mean, I am talking to people from around the globe, complete strangers, and I'm having the time of my life. And I really do let them know this. Remember why you started. That is imperative to succeeding in this business and to really thriving in the MLM industry. So those are just a few of the personal tips for success.
Thinking outside the box. This is going to apply to lead generation as well as converting your prospects into distributors. Your Facebook business page. Make sure that you've invited as many people as possible to like your business page. This is going to be where you run advertisements, where you have posts about products, contests, rank advancements, bonuses, and travel incentives. If you're finding that you're not getting the traction that you were hoping for with your invites, try phoning people directly or sending them an instant message asking them personally to like your page. You're more likely to get the like because you've expressed to that person your passion and why it's so vital for that network to grow. You're more likely to get that like, and they'll be a long-term liker, and they're going to share your posts. You're going to want to look at hosting parties. Even if you don't have products yet, don't stress. It's still a good idea to invite people over. If you've got the products, people are going to be looking at them, touching them, asking questions, and feeding off of that group environment with each other. Even if you don't have products, they're still going to interact. You can display videos, and you can create that nice group discussion about the company and the products. Make sure that you're a product expert and a company expert for when those people come over. People are going to be throwing every single question at you, and nobody wants to hear a bunch of ums. Trade shows. Make sure that you reach out to your local network of Jeunesse family members. We really are a team, and we're all here to work with each other. If you contact your network, you can discuss going in on a table together. And there really is a lot of customers, and they're going to really feed off of the group dynamic of the experts standing behind that table. Kiosks and marketplaces work exactly the same. You're going to get that good amount of traffic passing by you. Be the product expert, be the company expert. Print and distributed materials, business cards, flyers, anything that you can think of that you could hand out to people where they're going to find you. If you can only afford one thing, make sure that that's the one thing that's going to get you the most return, and make sure it's affordable for you. You don't have to break the budget to get the word out there, but if you need places to drop them, think about bulletin boards at things like rec centers, where you can drop your card into a bowl, where you can put it up on a cork board somewhere, putting stuff through mail slots, putting stuff underneath windshield wipers, all those sort of places. You know, really get outside of your comfort zone. Think as far as you possibly can, you know, stretch yourself as far as you possibly can, and you will have better odds. You know, it's a numbers game. We want people to know who you are. You're going to want to also put ads in classifieds. There's a lot of free and paid classifieds. Find what works for you. Just do a bit of research, find what you know, has a lot of traffic coming to it, and definitely put your ads in industry-specific areas. Target industry-specific businesses, spas, salons, makeup artists, cosmetologists, naturopaths. Stretch yourself out there. Go visit them, have that printed material to take with you, and be the product expert. They're going to want to know what the product is. A lot of places will let you do demos. So make sure that you've got some product, some business cards, and when you're doing that demo, then you can hand out a sample with your business card, and the reach grows. You're going to want to take your prospects to those group events. That's going to be, again, another great place where they're going to feed off the company energy. You're going to see rank advancements, bonuses, product experts, your upline. It's a great environment to immerse them in the world of Jeunesse. And you're more likely to get that conversion if you take them to those events. If you're not in an area where there is an event, even bring them onto a three-way call with your upline, or see if they can jump into one of those group calls where there's 100 people on the line, and they're definitely going to feed off the energy. The last thing you're going to want to do is make sure that you take products wherever you go. You know, if somebody comes up to you and says, hey, I hear you've got this product, the worst thing is not having anything to give them. So depending on where you are, I mean, sometimes it's quite cold, sometimes it's quite warm. Don't leave those products in your car, but definitely have something on you to give. You are representing Jeunesse, so definitely when you go out, dress the part. Make sure that you look and feel rejuvenated, that you are putting your best foot forwards. This is your business, and they're going to look to you to see if these products are working. So if you look your very, very best, you're going to be representing yourself and your brand and Jeunesse as best as you possibly can. You're going to be putting in what you're going to be getting back. So the more you put in, the more you will get back. Why is social media so important? Well, to begin with, it builds your fan base and your network. It gets people talking about you. It helps you promote your brand and your business. You have a global reach, a free advertising platform where you can reach millions. It connects you with your Jeunesse network, and it really keeps you in the loop with what's going on. The environments. Pick two and master them. We have Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, YouTube, all great environments with different purposes. So make sure that you visit each one, see what other Jeunesse members are doing, and try to emulate them. But don't feel overwhelmed. Pick two and master them. How to be a success. Post often and share your success stories. Be sure to share your posts on your personal page too. Be engaging and you will attract more visitors. Share your achievements. If you've won a contest, if you've won a travel incentive, whatever you've accomplished in your business, be sure to share. Ask your customers for their before and after photos. The before and after photos really sell the business and what the products do. And you'll find a lot of success because people believe, look at somebody just like me. I can relate. I need to get these products. I can see that they're working. Rank achievements, contests, travel incentives, make sure that you post those on there. Videos. There are a lot of company videos out there that you can post on your personal Facebook business page. This will really help people get into the world of Jeunesse. Calls to action buttons. These will take people where you want them to go. You can lead them onwards to your Jeunesse replicated site by doing so. You really want to know the tools that you have available to you so that you can really exploit them. Definitely become an expert on your chosen platforms. Do as much research as possible. There are lots and lots of tutorials out there on how you can become a pro on any one of the social media platforms that you choose. Reach out directly to people for those shares. As mentioned in the previous slide, you want to make sure that you're asking people directly to share your posts. This way they feel your passion and they respect you for it, and you'll find a lot more engagement the more people are sharing. You know, do you have to pay? You don't necessarily have to pay for any of your posts. Yes, it can help, but you don't have to. And if you are going to pay for a post, make sure you know what you're doing before you do it. You know, if you're creating a very targeted ad, there's nothing worse than paying for an advertisement and seeing it go nowhere. You've now paid this much money and only 5 people have been engaged. Now you really want, you know, the money that you spend, you want to make the most out of it. So make sure that you watch some training videos, that you reach out to people who are experts before spending any of that money, so that you can make sure that the money that you've allocated for your advertising budget definitely goes as far as it can possibly go. And those are my social media tips.
Last but not least, and I think one of the most important factors in all of this is to be a good leader. Use your listening skills, support, guide, educate. As a sponsor, this is your job. There's nothing worse than having someone sign up under you and, you know, them being left to try and figure it out all on their own. So as a great leader and as someone, you know, who's going to support, educate, and guide all of the people in your downline, that means you need to be a good listener as well, and educate yourself so that you have all of the answers and the tools and resources that you can pass down, because then that will create a ripple effect, and your downline will then become great leaders as well, and then your foundation is solid. Lead by example. Whatever I can impart on my downline will only lead to more success for myself and success for them. Give them and teach them all the tools that they need. Make sure you're adding them to the Jeunesse pages, your own group pages. Make sure the videos, files, tools, everything that they need is at their fingertips. Develop a reputation as a leader and as a supportive recruiter with a successful downline. this attracts others. When someone sees you succeeding, they want to know what you're doing and how you're doing that. And when you're talking to your prospective leads, this is something that they will take from that conversation with you, that, wow, this person sounds really knowledgeable, and they understand my needs, my budget, what I'm working with, and work with them, listen to their questions, concerns, and before you know it, they'll be ready to join your team. Successful people attract successful people, and it's just a given. They all sort of want to be in that same circle. So if I can leave you with any great advice, it would be to lead by example and to be passionate about what you're doing, and those things will shine through, and hopefully you'll be able to close those deals and have lots of people signing up below you. So until next time, watch for Kat and I's webinars and other learning tools that we hope to put out there in hopes of making Jeunesse Global a huge success for all of you. Thank you for watching, and we'll chat soon.